Uke and Tubesox, just chatting away on what were we saying? Hey, hey, hey. Two have cats with nothing to say. It's a groovy good time, so listen away. What were we saying?
Put your hands together for Big Youth and Tubesox!
So anyways, that's why you never leave a clown and a platypus in the same room together. It's just what I've learned.
Valuable life experience.
It's important stuff. Woo! Tonight, the season 1 finale.
Tubesox has a fresh top 10 list.
And we've got the second installment of The Future That Wasn't. Plus, this guy gives his review and thoughts of the movie Detour.
And as usual, Tubesox is 3 things that can always kick rocks.
So let's get to it. We're coming at you from the 5th floor of Blunderworks Studios. That is Big Uke.
Hello, that's Tubesox.
Hey, behind the camera is Edgar, the Chairman Lassiter.
15 episodes, and I still don't want to call him that.
Right, it's just begrudgingly call him that just because he insists. And our opening and closing themes are brought to you by Harold Winthrop and the Silver Ashtray Orchestra.
How'd their gig go?
I haven't heard back from him since.
Uh-oh. Do you think they got...
I think they're still there. Maybe they're just caught up in all the excitement.
I mean...
Harold and the boys are sitting in for a Chuck E. Cheese band off of Old Mill Road. And we got word last week that this was happening, but we haven't heard back from him since. So,
what a sentence. They're filling in for a Chuck E. Cheese band.
You'll think he'd get back to us with a, hey, this is going great.
Oh, yeah, hey, we're still alive. We're back to the dog track.
Maybe they're just on the side of the Old Mill Road, still in their costumes.
Thumbing for gravy. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, so here we are at our season 1 finale show.
We made it. You made it. We all did this.
So this is very exciting for us.
15.
Of course, as we've mentioned, if you've been paying attention, we're taking a 2-week hiatus after this episode.
2.
But we'll have back-to-back clip shows.
Gotta recharge the batteries.
You can celebrate the triumphs of season 1.
It ain't easy dealing with Edgar. So
recharge the batteries and how was your week?
Week was good. It was busy, eventful.
We did run into each other one time.
We did indeed. That was a time at a local establishment. I had a time.
It was a late time.
It was
or it was a shift.
It was a shift.
Maybe not so much late, but it was certainly a shift.
Yeah, I guess at that point, do people just consider it early?
I mean, it wasn't really late, but I certainly felt like it was time to go.
Yeah, I don't think I felt that at the same time as you did.
Well.
Oh, yeah, it was a classic Uke and Tube meetup.
Oh, boy.
I enjoyed it. How was your week?
Decent, you got anything done this week? Apart from the local sports
I was just going to say, the weather's starting to shift, so that's not dumb anymore.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing I got done is just the local professional sports team.
Local professional sporting team is really, what's the saying there? Picking the nit.
But we don't need to get into that on account of...
Flicking the nut, because we're not a sports show.
We're not a sports show, and we'll leave that to others to discuss.
You got me going on a local sporting team. That's okay.
Eats away at you.
It ain't done yet. If you know, you know. But we're not a sports show.
We're not a sports show.
Well, you know what we are a show of, though?
What's that?
Stuff and things.
Shall we dive right into this
stuff?
This top 10 that I've got here?
I think when we're talking about stuff, that's a perfect.
I mean, I feel like it's maybe a little early, but we've had a tendency to run a little late lately once we get talking. So
we get blabbing.
Maybe we could dive right into this and stave that off.
I say we do it. Hit us with it.
Haven't had this in a while. Tubesox Top 10. And it is inspired by the hiatus that we are about to
Oh, snap!
And it is the top 10 reasons that we're continuing the show after our hiatus.
This is a nice little full circle moment from your first top 10.
Yes, that was my plan, which was...
nice.
Yeah.
He's a thinker.
I am thinking.
No matter what people say about him, he's a thinker.
Not just a hat rack. All right, top 10 reasons that we're continuing the show after the hiatus. Number 10, We've already explained it to too many people to stop now. There are at least 6 people expecting follow-up. That's the kind of commitment we need. So
It's a big number.
it is.
More than our initial projections.
Yes.
When we were
Well above
pulled into that
projection.
room.
The fancy stats. Number 9. The equipment has been set up once, and that feels significant.
Yeah, it's a lot of equipment to take down. So
And we're one unplug away from total chaos in here, so just leave things where they are. Number 8. The show now has internal references that we pretend everyone understands.
That's very true.
We say things like it's normal, but sometimes they're not.
Sometimes it's not, but we got to keep going so that it becomes normal.
Exactly. Number 7. We accidentally created segments, and now we're kind of locked into them. You don't just walk away from something called a segment.
You can't. That's blasphemous.
We have numerous segments, and we're just locked in.
You might see a couple today. We're in one right now.
Right, exactly. This is a bit. Number 6. At least one person said, "Oh, you guys should keep doing that." Tone was unclear.
Yeah, I don't
We're
know if
choosing
it
to believe
was
it was-
sarcastic because it was in writing.
Yeah, we're choosing to believe it was sincere, but
And if it's not, well,
we lean towards the positive because we're positive guys.
positive dudes.
Number 5. The file naming system has already been stabilized.
It's like
That's a
Dewey
lot. I know
Decimal.
that's a lot of backdoor stuff, and that's very technical.
Well, you gotta die. I think people like a little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, so we've
not
got
this curtain though. You don't want to see what's back there.
But we've got a system now. We've just kind of figured it out. So now we might be ashamed to abandon it now.
It's like when you learn the Dewey Decimal System. You want to
Exactly.
stop working at the library? No,
No, you've just got it.
you just got it down.
Number 3. We've established a fake internal canon that now requires maintenance. Past episodes are now lore. Contradictions must be ignored or aggressively explained.
That's factual.
And if you know anything about the show, you know we love lore.
love lore,
At least I specifically love lore.
big lore guy,
We had that Chuck E. Cheese lore last
right?
episode.
That was fun.
That was new.
Poor guy.
Number 2. We started referring to this as the show in conversation. Just straight up the show.
Yeah, that's very true.
You can't stop having a show once you start calling it the show.
Well, not after one season. Nah, one season? That's just lame.
And the number one reason that we're continuing the show after our hiatus, we genuinely think that we're onto something, and we will not be fact-checking that.
Boom.
Confidence is high. Evidence is low. We're moving forward.
Eyes closed, head down. can't
Exactly.
lose.
Exactly.
Full speed, straight through the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
That was good.
a lot of-
Those are very accurate reasons
lot of
as to why
positivity.
this isn't going to be ending. As much as, I don't know if it was exactly mentioned, but we think people are enjoying it.
I mean, we certainly-
we are. So
we
at the end of the
certainly
day,
are.
that's all that matters.
Exactly.
One view or a million views, we're still having fun. And Edgar's always watching.
We're here for whoever's here.
And we love that you're here.
Got a liner for that next segment. We're really clipping along fast here.
We are moving.
Don't worry.
It's an excitement thing.
Don't
'cause-
worry, it'll slow down.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. But it's episode 15. It's season's ending. I think I don't know.
And this liner,
I'm
this
hyped
is a third-time sponsor. They were just really excited because they wanted to be part of our season finale.
Good guys.
That's of course the Fondue Pit.
Good guys at the pit.
This is they're like a gold star sponsor along with who's the other one that's done 3?
Reliable company.
Reliable Continental Co.
Reliable Continental Co.
Yes.
They've been around.
All right, looking to elevate your dining experience while remaining below ground? Welcome to the Fondue Pit, the only revolving fondue restaurant in the city and the only revolving restaurant in the world located entirely in a basement.
It's just cutting edge, really.
It really is. Take in the atmosphere as you rotate through an evening of melted possibilities at a speed that's ambitious, possibly more ambitious than expected, but that's part of the experience. Under new management, the Fondue Pit now features fresh oil daily, bringing a renewed sense of confidence to every dip, and for those who enjoy a more classic dining environment, they are proud to continue offering a smoking section.
In this day and age,
So Nanso can go there. That's perfect.
Well, if Dom lets
are
him.
allowed. Yeah, that's right. The Fondue Pit. You'll come around to it whether you want to or not.
it'll come around to you at an aggressive speed.
I do feel like we're moving along at an aggressive speed. This is weird for us.
We'll figure it out.
Well, don't
Don't you worry,
Don't you
folks. This ain't over in 20.
Okay, what do we got? We got the feature that wasn't. This is the second appearance of this.
A double whammy to end the season.
So
The
do you
future that wasn't. I think.
a little explanation on this for those who haven't?
This is the second time we've had this segment. What was it, 2 weeks ago? We
maybe 3.
2 or 3 episodes ago we debuted it. It's a bit of a look backwards to, some would say, a simpler time.
Atomic era optimism.
That's a great description. Atomic era optimism, and like a popular mechanics type headline. And we're just going to kind of dive into those and see what their predictions for the today were.
We got a couple each. We're going to read and just again enjoy the atomic era optimism.
Atomic era optimism.
Okay, why don't you kick things off there, Uke? What do you got?
Disposable paper clothing for everyday use.
Ooh.
In the 1950s, the future of fashion briefly took a very strange turn. Magazine articles and advertisements imagined a world where clothing would be mass-produced from paper or synthetic fibers and simply thrown away after each use. The pitch was convenience, no laundry, no wear and tear, just a fresh outfit every day at minimal costs. Designers even created prototypes of paper dresses and suits to demonstrate the concept. It had a short-lived novelty run, but the idea of wearing something with the lifespan of a napkin never quite stuck.
Interesting part about that is synthetic fibers certainly came to be.
Well, big time.
It's tough to find natural fibers these days.
Honestly.
But
I think the biggest
as far
thing...
as disposable clothing.
And I think there is a place in the current world for that disposable clothing when it comes to specific paper coveralls for painting or demolition.
Yes.
But
Just
that's
every day,
not
like,
this.
Like they're talking like paper suits to work.
Like a paper suit. And
you come home and you just ball it up and tuck it in the trash and
throw it in the garbage. No laundry.
pull out your new paper suit.
And no wear and tear on paper. Like I can't imagine going through the day without a tear in your paper
What about the
suit.
comfort level?
I mean,
You'd feel a little...
I just imagine the paper cuts.
I'd be very aware that I was dressed in paper.
The paper cut potential is...
Yeah, watch when you're taking that shirt off.
That's just... There's a lot of places...
My cuff!
Among other things.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say paper underwear, but...
Why would you throw out everything but that? But
the whole thing is no laundry.
Yeah, no laundry.
A convenience thing, which I just think, God forbid you go out when it's raining. You ever spill something on paper?
I mean,
It's never the same after.
I'd like to think they'd treat it with something, but... I don't
Hopeless optimism is
know.
what
They
it was treated
treated it with hopeless optimism. Wow.
Disposable paper clothing for everyday use.
All right, well...
Oh, 1950s. You silly goose.
Okay, well, I've got one here. Cities beneath the sea.
Ooh, Atlantis.
Mid-century futurists were convinced that the next great frontier wasn't space, it was underwater. Features in magazines showcase sprawling undersea colonies housed in glass-domed structures where thousands would live and work beneath the ocean's surface.
This is some SpongeBob shit right here.
Right, exactly. These weren't framed as experiments, they were pitched as practical solutions to overpopulation and resource shortages. The ocean floor, readers were told, would become humanity's next suburb. The technology proved possible in small doses, but the cost, pressure, and general discomfort of living underwater kept this one firmly in the pages of science magazines.
Yeah, I think prime example of this not working. What was that? That Titan sub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that a little too much pressure.
A little too much pressure.
Well, I mean, maybe you wouldn't go that deep.
Yeah, you're not building
I'm going home, and you go to the deepest part. You would.
Yeah, that's true. You're not going to the bottom of the Atlantic per se.
But still, there's really no need.
I just feel like
It's
in that
unnecessary.
time to worry about overpopulation and going underwater,
Would they like to see 70 years later?
they would be kicking themselves.
Lots of room in
Nanton,
Inuvik.
lots of space up there. You don't even have to go underwater.
Right, there's no water.
It's always been a thing though that would be kind of fun. You see, like in certain types of movies, living underwater.
Well, sure. Well, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. I'm thinking,
Of course, they were not. They were fully.
Yeah, they were aquatic.
Sandy had the place.
There we
that
go.
was
Sandy had the
Sandy's
dome.
place underwater.
The ocean's scary.
It is scary.
Like, you think space is scary? We know more about space than under there. Maybe they started going and then they found shit and we're like, oh god, no.
Yeah, this is no good.
We can't let people know about
Have you
these.
seen The Neighbors? All right, you got another one?
Yeah, and speaking of underwater versus space, vacation trips to the moon by 1975.
1975.
That's an aggressive number. Cause when did they go to the moon? 61? 63? 67?
Late 60s, they actually landed on the moon.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So 6 years later, we're doing vacations.
Yeah, we're going to be there just...
tanning it up. In the wake of early rocket breakthroughs, publications like Popular Science painted an incredibly casual picture of lunar travel.
It's casual.
Just easy peasy.
Just go.
Just
It's holding you up.
yeah, well, come on. The idea wasn't just astronauts planting flags. It was middle-class families booking round trips to the moon. Well, I'm glad they're not one-ways.
That's true.
Complete with space hotels and guided excursions across the surface.
Wow. Again, what a time.
Just the hopeless optimism.
The cockeyed optimism.
The drugs in the 50s, man, must have been insane. Articles describe scheduled departures, observation windows, and even low-gravity recreation. The assumption was that once rockets worked, scaling them into a vacation industry was simply a matter of time. As it turns out, the gap between we made it once and bring the kids is significant.
You know, Sinatra had an album with a whole, like a 15-minute suite on space travel.
Huh.
It's amazing. Not many people like the record, but I certainly do.
I might have to give that a little listen. I mean, this is just... And, like, the timing, obviously, of this being with what Artemis just did.
But still, that's not a vacation investment.
And that was...
That's not the Love Boat.
And that was, what, 70 years later? And they finally decided to, let's take a little spin again.
Right? See if we can get there and
It's
back.
not the Love Boat. Who was the cruise director?
Julie.
Julie. Yeah, Julie's organizing lunar
Isaac's
lunar
up there in the corner
aerobics.
fixing drinks on the moon.
That'd be pretty difficult trying to do flair bartending on the moon.
It would be.
Shit.
Oh,
Lost another bottle of vermouth. Vacation trips to the moon. And I mean, I can understand the whole vacation trips to the moon principle, but by 1975...
1975 is a little aggressive.
Hey, we just got there. 6 years later, you're going to
6 years later, where there'll be a hotel.
A space...
How long does it take to build a space hotel?
Space hotels and guided excursions across the surface. You too can see the flag. They're trying to do this now, but they have like 9 different Artemis missions scheduled to build some sort of a space base on the moon.
And they still haven't talked about hotels yet.
No talk of hotels or condos or... What do you think the HOA would be like on the moon?
Well, I've got to think it's kind of punitive.
The gap between we made it once and bring the kids is quite significant.
All right. Well, I got one more here.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was a good one. Wow.
It only took me 15 episodes and I figured it out.
Holy shit.
$20 I can't do that again, though.
All right. Your personal atomic reactor right in your basement.
Yo, you know what? It just checks out.
At the height of atomic optimism, some mid-century concepts suggested that nuclear power would shrink down to the household level. The vision? A compact, self-contained reactor installed in your home, quietly generating limitless energy for everything from lighting to cooking to heating. We talked about that before, but everything was like just limitless.
Yeah, everything was just limitless and done and just like, boop, it's ready.
Articles described it as safe, efficient, and virtually maintenance-free. Something a technician might check once a year.
Nothing.
Like your furnace.
Nothing about that reminds me of Chernobyl.
You just got your furnace guy or your nuclear
You guys got your
reactor guy just pops
your
in.
reactor guy changes the filters,
Right.
tops the core up.
The assumption was that nuclear energy would become so well understood and controlled that it could be trusted in suburban basements. For reasons that feel a little obvious now, the idea of every home containing a small atomic core never quite made it past the drawing board.
Yeah, no, that's some like Fallout level stuff.
Honestly,
Like,
we have issues with like CO2 leaks in houses.
People don't change their furnace filters. Imagine
Right?
having to deal with an atomic core in your basement.
Did you? When are we getting the new rods? Oh, the guy was supposed to be here last week.
Like because that's too. You had one the first time we did that when it was like power's going to be so
it was
easy to make. They're giving it away.
Too cheap to even meter
Too
it.
cheap to meter it.
Because it was endless electricity.
Endless and like I think the concept of nuclear power makes a lot of sense. But then
It's great fiction.
you do one little quick scroll on the whole interwebs and it's like, yes, a city we can't go to for 20,000 years. Thanks.
So you've got a neighborhood of 20,000 people, 20,000 small little reactors, one in every little
Just
home.
20 little nukes waiting to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a video game.
It seems kind of terrible.
It would be a fun video game, though, if you would, you're the repairman.
Oh, this is a premise.
And you've got to make sure you hit each house in a timely manner, because shit does go wrong because
if you don't.
It's life. All of a sudden, Billy Bob and Joanne are having a barbecue in the backyard and go boof. It's like, well, scratch them off the list. No mail delivery that time.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, man, just the worries of the world then just seemed so different.
Well, anyways, we can't go back to those times, but we can certainly bring them to you to share.
And that's what we're doing.
Because that's fun. Where are we going to next? You watched a movie, did you? I hope you watched it.
I did indeed.
And did you watch the little
I did watch the precursor, and I do believe it helped. It helped a little bit.
Give a little context.
It gave context for sure. And this movie.
Okay, so why don't you tell the folks what you watched?
Oh yeah. I watched a movie called Detour.
And it's one of the best and one of the worst movies of all time.
It
does it, but with Eddie Muller's context.
I do believe the context of the whole the
shoestring.
It gave a little backstory into the studio and some of that nonsense. So they only had $25,000 and he was blacklisted and the director and that was
he scrabbled together a cheap ass movie that ends up being actually kind of compelling and interesting.
And that kind of compelling and interesting is a very, very good description of this film.
Do you want to give a little brief overview of what you thought of it before I go into some things?
Yeah, I do, because I think this movie
I
only an hour.
I got a few questions for you.
Okay, good, and I hope I can answer them.
Well, you do your little preamble first, and then I'll hit you with.
So this movie was only an hour long, so it was just kind of a lot, but a little all at once.
It was very dense. It was
it's just bang, then it's over. So it was hard to track notes.
There's not a lot of breathing room in that.
No,
movie.
it's just kind of what's happening. Oh, that's happening. Okay, now something else is happening. And I think I'm starting to understand the whole film noir, just bad things that always happen, and the ending's not what you think it should be, we're used to in today's movies.
Right.
Yeah, my biggest note here was not bad. It wasn't. Will I watch it? Will I watch it again? Probably not. But wouldn't be surprised if it was on after I wake up from a nap and I just keep it on. I did fall asleep for 3 minutes in the middle of it.
I hope it wasn't when Vera was talking.
No, I don't believe it was.
Oh, darn it, her dialogue in that movie is so good.
So I hope your questions don't involve that time when I did fall asleep. Like I said, it was a long day the night before.
Yes.
But honestly, I think this one, I liked this one more than the first movie I watched.
Odds Against Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, I didn't like him as much as...
well, sure, but comparing a similar...
Honestly, even the third movie, I think this one would be third out of the four. Point Blank, I think, would be just above this one. Because
Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Pelham 1, 2, 3, Point Blank, Detour, Odds Against Tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's not,
also was you'd never watched a 1940s movie.
I hadn't watched a 1940s. This was my first 40s era film that wasn't a World War II doc. Yeah, he's a hell of a piano player. That was my first note. He was tickling them ivories.
He was.
Yeah, Vera's she's something. I think my note here is Vera ain't no saint.
Well, shall I interject with Vera here?
Yeah.
Do you think that she knows that Al is weak immediately, or she figures it out quickly?
I'm confident it was the moment she sat down.
Her snappy ass dialogue.
It was crazy. The way, she played it well, but she just knew he was just a spineless little bitch.
But I won't go too deep into Vera before we get into a little more about Al, just because Vera's just the icing on the cake. But first of all, is there a scene that stuck with you, or no?
Well,
that you went, oh, that's a scene.
Well, when they're in the hotel or the condo thing, that him and Vera,
yes,
at the end,
with the phone cord,
yeah, that was very shocking,
unexpected,
very, and especially considering I didn't realize that was 52 minutes into the 60-minute film, so I was like, what the hell? And then the movie's over,
gone,
right?
Gone.
This makes sense now, but it was oh damn it. I was in the middle of writing a snarky comment about the phone cord, and then he opened the door, and I'm like, shit, scratch that out.
Did anything make you laugh that probably wasn't supposed to? I mean, to me, the dialogue just makes me laugh.
Well,
And
just
it-
in general, every time they
just
talked.
every time Vera's snappy dialogue, like the line, "What'd you do? Kiss him with a wrench?"
I think
Like when she gets in the car, she's instantly angry, and she knows that it was the guy's car because
Yeah.
he scratched the guy in the hand.
yes.
And so she's like, "You're not Haskins."
Yeah.
What did you do with him? Would you kiss him with a wrench? Like she's just that stare.
Yeah, she's a bit of a wild child. And I think they honestly in that whole like when they're renting that place, their conversations where she's so mad at him, she's like wants him to die immediately, but then like also wants to sleep with him, but then like
Right.
stops wanting to sleep with him, snaps at him, and then she's dead.
right.
I kind of that whole scene was like, well, that was an
It's-
adventure.
Well,
Like when she walks up and like puts her hand on his
oh
arm
yeah,
and
then
says,
you
"I'm
think
going
it's
to
like, oh,
bed,"
they're nice.
and then no, and then she's
Stay the
dead.
hell out here.
But they don't come, and you can hear her locking the door.
Ah.
I've locked all the doors, okay, but he's also inside. He can just unlock them.
Al Roberts, cautionary tale, or just a guy who never should have left his apartment that day? Like that was like a series of calamities.
That was a big series of, but it's not. Doesn't seem like he's that type of guy who that like normally would have happened to. He's not a guy who bad things seemingly would happen to, like Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents.
Yes.
Like no matter what, bad things are going to happen to him. This just seems
Well-
like a lot of bad things happened in one specific short
Well, it
period of
seems
time.
on a scale of 1 to hitchhiking across America with a stranger, how bad are Al's instincts?
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad.
Well, here's the thing, though. He so the
but it was
guy,
also the age before nuclear hope.
the guy dies, and
Like
his
so fast.
his quick instinct is to just
Ditch the
his
body.
assume his identity, bury the
Yeah.
body, which tells you something that
yeah, he's been there before. He's
right,
not a
this is
good
the
guy.
thing.
When you
like
think
he's narrating the movie, it's like he's trying to tell you what he wants you to believe. Like when
Yeah.
you look back, if you watch it a second time, you'd pick up on that. It's like, okay, he's not being totally upfront. He's
You definitely
telling
make a
us
good
the
point.
tale because he always kind of like even the last line when he's about how fate steps in the way or whatever, puts the finger on you. And
yeah.
I think you kind of create a lot of this garbage yourself there, Al,
I think you're right though. He does like
because you're very quick to make the absolute wrong decision.
he made that one very quickly. I feel
Well,
as
I
though
guess I
there
got to bury him and take over his identity
I got to hide him in a bush, steal his wallet and clothes.
and car.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate to be like, well, I guess I'm Haskins now.
Got some of the things I've got about Al here. If he walked into our studio, how long before we asked him to leave?
Well, you know what? We would probably want to do it, but I think Edgar would like him.
That's true. Him and Edgar would be a little kind of kindred spirits.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be long because he would just make fun of the music we're listening to and get bitchy about something.
Speaking of music, when he's in that opening scene, when he's in the diner, there's a line that you will never in your life hear ever. When he says to the chick at the counter, "You got change for a dime?"
Yeah. Change for a dime.
When was the last time any of you plunked a dime on the counter in an establishment and said,
I'll
"You
take
got
change."
change for a dime"? Because he wanted
Wanted to play on the juke.
wanted the nickel for the jukebox,
Yeah.
but he didn't want to put a dime in.
No, gosh.
No,
I don't want two songs.
no, he just wants
Well,
one.
one track. Yeah, he snapped at him pretty quickly for a guy who was just offering to take him north.
When Al realizes that he picked up the dame with claws, in Haskins' words, the dame with claws.
She got him pretty good. Also, the saber got him pretty good. That saber fight.
There was actually that line when I first saw that movie when I was a much younger Tubesox. There's
In 1950.
there's a line from a song by the Cramps that opens up, "There ought to be a law against kittens with claws."
Well,
And when I heard that line in the movie, I'm like, oh my God, it's like the Cramps song.
I can't say I thought that same thing.
No.
Yeah, I think I wish they would have done a little flashback to that saber fight though. That would have been fun. They
yeah.
poked a guy's eye out.
Right? Yeah, we're not hearing what happened, but what Al wants us to believe happened.
Yeah, that's very true. It's almost like this whole thing they could have ended the movie with him like on the stand. And like that's his like retelling of
Yeah.
and he was trying to get the jury to believe his side of the story.
And the cover-up of Haskell's death was a rationalization very quickly made for an easy theft, which makes you think that everything was just...
He was almost hoping.
And I don't ever think he was in love with, was it Sue?
Sue? Well, the fact that he never got there.
You know what he was in love with? The gig that she gave him. Mm-hmm. Right? He's being the piano player at the club.
Yeah, and like that was also like she says she's going to California, and Yeah, he's talking about all this marriage stuff. But then there's very, very little fighting to like, no, don't go.
Yeah, no, it's just...
and especially in that era when it's like, the man usually would have been like, nope, you're not.
Yeah, exactly, right?
How about no?
Dominated setup.
Yeah.
And he's just, okay.
He's like, okay, well, maybe I'll come see you.
Maybe I'll come out. Maybe I'll hitchhike and then bury a guy and...
Oh, I'll bury a guy in a bush and steal his clothes and car and then fake being him with a fake wife while we were using all his money trying to sell his car. And then I don't even go...
caught up with him, hey, at the end.
Oh, funny. I have that note. I'm like, well, he gets picked up by highway patrol anyways, because what the fuck?
Right? What was that line I wrote down about Vera? Also, the name Vera is terrific.
My grandmother's name.
Oh, nice.
She was not as, actually, psychotic.
Simpsons reference for Vera, the Robert Goulet episode, when he's playing up in the treehouse.
Robert Goulet.
And he's talking about his manager, and I don't know who the hell says, but it's fucking Nelson. Your manager told you to shut up. Vera said that? His wife was his manager? Anyways. What's scarier, Vera yelling or Vera just sitting there quietly staring at you?
Oh, quietly.
Like she just when they were in the car?
Oh, well,
like that first time she pops in the car when she hits with, what do you do, kiss her with a wrench?
I fully expected her to just to scratch him. Like to just lash out. And
what a great
just as he's driving, go at him.
Oh, it's happened to me. I was doing so good. Funny story about. First of all, okay. So the low budgetness of the movie, it's actually totally charming and it's very clever.
It is. Especially because
there's stock footage used, like when he's making the phone call, and they cut the stock footage of operators and telephone lines, and that's just stock footage.
Just like the bounciness of the camera.
Yeah,
and I mean obviously the driving.
Well, it's very bad screen.
That's about I don't know. It's kind of like.
But that was also done in every movie then. But it's done especially poor.
But it's just you could tell these guys did have $12 to make this movie,
and they
spent $9 of it on the car.
The streets actually that car was the producer's car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very nice car, but that was the producer's car. And the street scenes in New York, you only see about this much of the street.
And it was entirely filled with fog.
Because that was just a little corner lot at the studio.
Sure.
And so to make it look different, they just filled it with fog, so they didn't have to actually show any of the street because there was no street.
Oh, yeah, when they walked out of the club, and it was just it's just fog.
More fog than New York ever gets. It's not a foggy town.
It's never been that foggy in the history of that city.
It's not San Francisco. It's New York. You know, a similar kind of trick in... you probably haven't seen Casablanca.
No.
You're familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay, there's this end scene of Casablanca. Famous scene where Bogart and Bacall are having their kind of saying their bits. And you see in the background there's a plane and stuff, and it looks like they're in this big airport place. They were actually just in a small soundstage, and there were midgets, and it was like a 1/3 scale plane, 12 feet behind them, and midgets.
Just to make it seem
so it looked like there was people full size. Yeah.
Oh, that's camera trickery.
Yeah. It was like a forced perspective thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that till actually a few years ago. And then you look at it and go, holy shit, that's totally...
Little people
running
around.
Proportions are all off, and and the plane was actually only 15 feet behind them, but it looks like it's 40 meters off in the distance.
Yeah, no, the whole fog thing. I as soon as they walked out, I'm like, there's no set here.
Yeah, there's no.
They have a wall of a building.
But what a brilliant movie for no budget. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's so creatively done.
Because I think if you tried to if you remade that movie with a budget, I don't know if you could make it necessarily better.
No,
because the whole bad luck guy just dies, hide him in a bush.
The story, you could redo that story, I guess.
But even then, the story, the way it's played out,
the charm of that movie is also the story's kind of choppy.
It's very choppy. It's just
when they do the flashbacks, all they do is dim the lights and zoom in on, put a light across his face. That's his.
Yeah,
the whole room goes dark, and then it's
like on if you were watching a play.
Yeah,
and then they just spotlight, everything goes dark. People are in the background shuffling set pieces.
I mean, I think it was I've watched that movie many, many, many times. It's probably a movie that I watch once a year, maybe.
One thing that did make me giggle shortly after he hides the body and changes clothes, when the cop comes up to him and starts getting mad at him because he was parked in the street.
Yes.
With a tire out in the road that hasn't seen two vehicles on it since 1912.
Yes.
When they paved it. And it's a pouring rainstorm, and the cops just on a motorcycle.
Being
like, really?
And also that scene where he's trying to put the top up on the car, it's just awkward and uncomfortable. Like he's just out in the pouring rain, and the rain could not come down harder.
Right? I mean, obviously like a movie thing. It's hard to imitate misting. So it's always, if you notice in every movie when it's raining, it's always pouring.
Well, they got those guys on the ladders with the hoses, and they're just...
You can't... Yeah, it looks too fake if you try to have just a sprinkle.
Yeah.
But he was getting soaked.
He was getting so soaked.
Also, he seemingly was driving for so long in the rain before he tried to wake up Haskell. Mr. Haskell, it's raining!
And we have no top up.
We have no top up. The guy's clearly dead. He's being rained on, and he hasn't woken up. The pills he was taking, who knows what they were for. I'm assuming he was taking pills from the box in the glove compartment.
But
also Haskell's good riddance. Big old dick.
Absolutely.
Trying to swindle his father because he owes his bookies in Jersey.
What a guy.
What a dink.
So would you say that you kind of enjoyed the movie?
I actually
now you've seen a couple movies in that era.
I think
you can see the production value difference. Like that was a low budget one. Odds Against Tomorrow wasn't a low budget movie.
No.
It was a bigger budget, not big budget. But
but definitely bigger budget. Like there was a whole explosion.
I got some.
I got
some in the chamber that, again, I'll pepper in those older ones because I know they're not maybe your favorite to watch. But once you start watching them, you get an appreciation for it and you kind of get into it more.
That's the thing. I've definitely, even just watching these three, older movies, right. I have developed a bit of an appreciation for it's. You have to look at it differently.
You start getting past.
You cannot go into it being like,
that doesn't look realistic. Like that's not supposed to.
Yeah,
it's just a story.
Yeah, you have to look.
They weren't trying to trick you.
Nowadays,
it's a movie.
Can watch for a set and
you want it to be as realistic as possible.
You can't go into it like that.
No.
That's like that first movie.
It's like you got to get trained to watch them.
Most of my comments about that first movie were just how stupid it was.
That didn't look good. That didn't look right. There's no way that was...
Yeah, all that. Not just storyline stuff, where I think I've done a better job of just talking storyline.
That's the thing. That's what I've noticed.
I think I've grown.
And that's a beautiful thing, and that is why this segment exists.
It's
for
exactly
both of us
why.
to grow. Because, again, I'm watching stuff that I wouldn't watch.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think you have to grow as much as I do.
Actually, there's some others that I'm really excited. I almost wish that we were doing this more frequently than we are, but hey, we got nothing but time.
Hey, we'll figure it out. Maybe season 2.
Which is right around the corner.
Right around the corner. A wee fortnight away.
All right, so do we move on from the movie?
Yeah, I think we've kind of covered it all.
And so generally you didn't hate it?
I didn't hate it. I just hated the fact that he bitches and moans about how much he loves Sue, and then he just never...
He didn't really.
He never gets there.
He just loved
and he's
her
killed
being
2
a gig.
people.
Yeah, exactly.
He's hit a body and murdered a woman.
I think he loved the idea of Sue more than Sue.
I think so.
He just he's a weak man, and he liked having someone around.
I think that's accurate.
And that's why he was such an easy mark for Vera.
Yeah, she marked him.
God, Vera. Actually, I love that name, Vera. That's great.
It's a great name.
All right.
I got a liner.
You got a liner.
New sponsor.
Hey, and look, I knew we'd recover on time there. Look at that.
We're figuring it out. Thanks, Ed.
That was that was the big drag in that other epic I think was the movie talk.
I do believe
because you end up getting.
Well, we just start talking,
right?
And that's the whole point of the show.
That's why we're all here, and that's why you're here.
We talking, we gabbing, we blabbing.
All right. Well, why don't you
new sponsor liner?
Oh boy,
Cliff Bannerman's All Night Wicker Emporium.
Cliff Bannerman's All Night which?
Wicker Emporium.
Wicker Emporium. Love it.
We're open. Don't ask why. It's 2:37 a.m. Bad decisions are circling. We've got chairs that creak with authority, baskets that feel personal, and patio sets that suggest everything is under control. Why Wicker? You're here, aren't you? Other stores close. We don't. Other people hesitate. We complete the set. Come in. Touch something woven. Leave with a story you can't quite defend. Cliff Bannerman's All Night Wicker Emporium. If you found it, it's already too late.
I don't know if you grew up in a wicker house. Probably not.
No, but
Because
I grew up adjacent to Wicker.
My era growing up, there was a lot of like Wicker was a big thing.
Yeah, I can't say we had.
We didn't have a full Wicker house, but there was.
Well, that would be very.
There was
in this
certainly
climate.
there were certainly Wicker stores, and there was Wicker in our house, and Wicker was a
like we have like Wicker, like fake Wicker patio furniture.
sure, but there was interior furniture that was Wicker, and it was very de rigueur, as they say.
Yeah, no,
I don't say that.
I didn't grow up in the atomic era like you did,
Right,
so
exactly.
which is part of our thing.
He doesn't have that atomic era optimism that I have.
No optimism.
Oh boy. Okay, so we're getting that liner was for 3 things that can kick rocks.
Oh yeah, I should have said that.
Yeah, he didn't though.
I didn't, but you did. That's why it works.
All right.
3 things that can kick rocks on
things-
episode 15.
episode 15, the-
season finale. Things that kick rocks. These better be good.
God, I hope so. Even if they're not good, they're from the heart.
There we go.
Number 1, FaceTiming in public.
Oh my God.
I see it at the damn grocery store. People are shopping for groceries up and down the aisle, and every time I pass someone in the alternate aisle, they've...
Especially like for a conversation. Because
Yeah.
I the only thing, I will give a caveat to this, specifically when it comes to a grocery store. If it's like a quick little, hey, is this the right one? Okay, thanks, bye. But you don't need to be talking to your grandma.
I do that with Mrs. Tubesox. Just this past Sunday when I was doing the grocery shopping, there was something on the list that I needed clarification, or it says make sure it doesn't have this or this. But I just snap a pic, text it to her,
Wow.
keep going. Then she texts back, yep, that's fine. Or, oh no, it's got that in it. Can you find something else? Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
But I still don't open up my screen. And these people are just, I've seen people that from the start of entering the store to the whole journey,
Or on a FaceTime call.
they're just
and
yammering on.
also volume the most loud.
Oh,
Maxed out. And you
gross.
know what? I don't think he listens, but a man I might work with might do this sometimes.
Oh, that's hideous. Number 2, bidets.
Nope, I cannot agree with you on that. They are an incredible invention.
I have no time in my life for that.
A bird shits on your hand. What do? Just wipe it off and go about your day? Nope, you wash your hand, case closed, you're wrong. Next.
I don't need that kind of awkwardness.
Why is it awkward? You hate being clean?
We don't need to get into that. And number 3, cauliflower masquerading as other food.
Like a cauliflower mashed potato?
Or cauliflower pizza crust. Or cauliflower buffalo wings. Just be cauliflower. Be confident enough in yourself
You know what? I'll
that
give
you're
you
just cauliflower.
Yeah, the product itself has a place.
I love
but
cauliflower.
Don't call yourself something you're not.
Don't try to be something you're not. Like nut milk.
Like nut milk.
You're not milk at
The
all.
buffalo wing one, that's a good one. Cauliflower buffalo wing. Nope, you're just spicy cauliflower.
Spicy cauliflower. You're not cauliflower wings. You did not come off of a cauliflower chicken. You're just...
What's a drumlet look like on a cauliflower?
Right? Give me the flats. Just give me your spicy cauliflower.
Spicy cauliflower.
Buffalo style cauliflower, not cauliflower wings. It's not cauliflower pizza crust. Well, it is, but then it's not pizza crust. It's mashed cauliflower. Just stop it. Piss off with cauliflower. Be what you are.
Piss off with cauliflower.
There's a message for the kids out there. Be who you are and what you are. Don't let the man.
Don't say you're a wing if you're not a wing.
My-
Just be spicy you.
God damn it. Yeah, right.
I feel as though that's a fitting way to end this season.
Poof.
Cauliflower.
All right. Well, look at that. We're on perfect time now.
I think we nailed it. We got a little bit of time here.
Well, we got to close things up here.
I know, but before we do that, just a quick little. What was your favorite part of the season? Episode 15. We made a whole season here. I know we're gonna have clip shows with some of our favorite little moments and stuff, but like anything jump out to you?
I don't think anything particularly jumped out. The whole experience has jumped out.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
It's just been. I mean, we're new to it. Well, we're not new now.
We're 15 episodes in.
We're cagey veterans here, right? We've been doing this for months.
Months.
We'll get a Nordic accent there. I don't know what that is. All of a sudden, I'm Sven Beauregard. Months.
I don't know. It was fun. I mean,
we've had some highs and lows, as technologically speaking.
Yeah, well, there was the whole audio episode, and then
there was the video episode.
there was the video episode, and a little deep dive here. I know in that episode, we said we only went about 10, 15 minutes into that one before we got
We recorded the whole damn show.
Yeah, we did it all, folks.
So we had to record the whole damn show again, which was tough.
Very difficult when you don't have the natural reaction to jokes. I mean, I think as two consummate pros, we kind of nailed it, and you guys didn't even know until we told you. But that one was episode 3, I believe.
That was an early learning experience.
Early flick in the nuts. The audio one, also bad. Edgar breaking into the studio.
That wasn't great.
Wasn't great. I don't know. It was fun.
It's been a good time.
We had a lot of laughs, which you'll see some of those in the clip show.
Yeah, do we want to talk about our... Well, actually, first let's go into a couple other things, and we can revisit this about what's coming up.
Yeah, let's do it.
As always, like, comment, and subscribe.
Do it. Click the button. Click the thumb.
Drop us a line. You know, our email address is always right there. Well, not always right there, but...
What's there when we put it there?
It's there right now. What's the email address, Uke?
biguke.tubesox@gmail.com.
Perfect. And our Buzzsprout page.
Do it, buzz.
There it is.
Wing.
That is where our audio episodes are housed. Of course, you can find them in other places as well.
Like Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart, Deezer.
Actually, we had a new one.
Please tell me it was from Deezer.
No, it was called...
Damn it.
Outcast, I think.
Outcast. Like the band? Was it spelled with a K?
No, it was Outcast. Apparently it's a
Damn it. We asked you to
platform.
go on Deezer, not Outcast, but thank you for listening.
Yeah, I had 2 new podcast platforms that I've heard of. But anyways, if you're on our Buzzsprout, you can also message us there. There's it's basically sending us a text message. So if you're scared to send us an email and we can track you down, this is just basically virtually anonymous. Send us a message.
So do it.
And if you wanted to support us financially, there's a little button you can hit on there. How does that work?
Maybe season 2.
I'm not hearing it. Anyways, for a small monthly subscription, you can choose a denomination, whatever's comfortable.
Keeps the lights on.
Keeps the lights on.
Keeps the beers cold.
Keeps us in beers.
Keeps Edgar a safe distance away.
We go through a lot of... Well, we're going to actually, if we get enough subscribers, we're going to put in a fence between us and Edgar.
Just for our safety.
Right. Anyways.
Also, apart from all those podcasting places and the YouTube, Saturday afternoons, 2:30 p.m. on the EST audio channels. On their website, there's a link that has our recent episode, and you can also get access to all of our other ones. You can hear our replay of our show there, as we are a friend of EST.
And speaking of EST, I would be remiss if in our season finale didn't give a shout out to young Matt Iwanek for helping us
Matthew Iwanek
getting this thing off the ground.
He was a driving force
Yes.
in getting this whole shindig started.
Consultations and just a little guidance, and we had our ideas and we had our plan, but he helped us turn it into...
So I guess a snaps for Iwanek and a little honor of how they do
of what they do on their show. What are you listening to on the drive home today on this big momentous day?
Honestly, I'm just going to listen to a very celebratory track. It's just called Celebratory Track.
Wow.
It's a playlist. Sorry, it's not a track. It's a playlist called Celebratory Track.
That song.
That is just celebratory tunes.
Okay.
Because we made it through season 1. 15 episodes.
There we go.
I'm just gonna, you know what? The weather's getting nice. I might even roll the window down a little bit.
Holy shit.
I'm not popping the top yet.
No.
A little early for that. But the window down, a little air in the hair, and rock out with some celebratory tunes.
That sounds nice.
What about yourself there, mister?
I'm going all in on the Ramones today.
Ooh, I know they are.
If any of you guys know me, and 8 to 12 of you do, to me, they're the guys on the highest mountain with the brightest torch. And anyways, I haven't really dug into them in a while, so I've got a nice 80 or 90 track Ramones playlist on my Spotify page that I will put a link down below to if any other like-minded individuals love the Ramones like I do.
8 to 12 you might?
I was fortunate enough to see them 3 or 4 times in my earlier days, and
back in the old stomping grounds?
Back in the stomping grounds, and a couple times out here as well.
Oh, shit!
Yes. Anyways,
I like that.
So before we close off, what's coming up now? This is our last fresh episode of
Episode
season
15, finale of season 1.
Next week at Thursday.
Not episode 16.
Well,
episode 1 of Clip Show, part 1. I guess technically episode 16.
We'll call it 16.
We'll call it, it'll be labeled as 16 just, for algorithms and stuff. But it'll be part 1 of a Clip Show extravaganza.
We've got 2 clip shows coming up over the next 2 weeks as Yuke and I recharge our batteries and, get haircuts and whatnot, take care of some personal grooming. And then the week after that, we'll have another clip show.
Another Clip Show, part 2 of the Clip Show extravaganza.
And then after that, we'll be back with fresh episodes.
Season 2, episode 1. We start again. Let's go.
With a fresh look and a fresh vibe. Not too fresh.
Not too fresh, but us.
Us refreshed for sure.
Some new segments, perchance.
Couple.
Sprinkling in some new content. And of course, the old reliables. We're not going to go away from what got us here.
I like to think that we've got a good layout already for season 2.
I think it's
better planned than season 1 because we're learning along the way, and I really think we hit our stride later in the season as far as how to lay out the show content. So
big time. And we're a different organization than we were a mere 15 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
When we debuted January 2026.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Less flying by the seat of our pants.
Still a bit though.
Little bit.
Yeah, so over the next couple weeks,
enjoy the clip shows, please.
Please enjoy the clip shows.
They're fun to put together.
Keep an eye out on our socials. We'll be maybe dropping some stuff. We'll be hanging around. You never know.
Alrighty. Well, is that it?
I think that's a wrap on season 1.
All right.
Congratulations, sir. We did it.
All right. We'll play us out.
Cheers, folks.
Fellas, now let's grab a drink.
Baby, you the Tubesox were chatting today on what were we saying? Hey, those 2 hip cats found something to say. It was a groovy good time.